Should I be a little nervous or should you be a little nervous because the topic is math? How many of you hate math? Okay. My God, I don't think I'm very safe here in that case. But introducing myself quickly, I come from Bhagalpur, Bihar. My teacher motivated me to take up an international exam. I had to get my passport made to take that exam because that was the only valid ID at that point. Trust me, I did not travel anywhere at that point in time. I mean, I'm talking about the pre-Aadhaar days, if that's what some of you don't register. I had to pay $23 extra for taking this exam up in India. It still hurts. And I had to travel for 10 long hours to a different province altogether to make sure that I write the exam. Without books or without any coaching, I landed up scoring a perfect 800 out of 800 on my math SAT exam. Thank you for that. That day I realized the impact that a teacher can have on his student's life. I realized and I promised that soon after my formal education, I would want to become a teacher myself. My talk today is teachers don't just teach. When you think of a teacher, you probably think of two things, a book and a school. Let me take you beyond that. Taking you beyond books, that's innovation, and taking you beyond school, that's community or the neighborhood where our students live. Example. Are you ready for it? Ready to experience math in a different way altogether? A louder cheer, please. Thank you. What if I told you you're flying off from Auckland, New Zealand? Beautiful city. It's 1st January 2018. You fly for 8 long hours. That's a long flight. It's usually a regular day at school. You fly for 8 long hours and you land up in a place only to discover that you have landed up in 31st December 2017. I'm not that crazy, hello. The hint is time zones. It did happen. How on earth did this happen? This flight was from Auckland, New Zealand to Hawaii, United States. The number behind time zones. What you just witnessed was one classic example of what attention grabbers are supposed to be. Were you interested to know the answer when I was talking about all this? There was major math happening behind the scenes, but then this was to grab your attention, and this was done for every single topic. We knew it was successful when we had students right after me. Every assembly, the moment the assembly would get over, I would be mobbed. I'm anything but a celebrity to be mobbed. And they would ask me one important question. What are we going to study today? You know, I could see that passion in my students' eyes, and that made me believe that this attention grabber concept is successful for all topics. Moving on into the not so pretty world. The next slide, please. Very not so pretty numbers, right? What if I ask you to multiply 313 and 287? You're not going to like me much, I'm sure. What if I told you that this could be done without a paper or a pen? I'm again not crazy, okay? And anyone and each one of you sitting here can do it. Observe the numbers carefully and mark the pattern. It's 300 plus 13 multiplied by 300 minus 13. It's a plus b into a minus b. And that's your a square minus b square. Now that's 13 square is 169. And then 300 square is 3 square is 9. And the double zero would add up to 4 zeros. So that's 90,000 minus 169. Who can get me the answer for this? 89,831. I hear someone laugh. Anyway, Moving on. So this was, I chose this formula for you because I'm sure that everyone sitting here, irrespective of what you studied later in life, would have definitely studied a squared minus b squared. But I'm equally sure that not more than 1% of you would have learned it this way. A cool multiplication trick to begin with. What happens when a kid learns this way? The kid learns it, rushes back to his house, catches hold of some of his neighbors, definitely if they have younger brothers and sisters at home, and tells them, multiply 313 and 287 immediately. They become a math wizard in their colony, a tag that they would never want to lose. If you're still trying to figure out the missing 2ab, a plus b whole square is a square, understood, plus b square, understood. Where the hell does this 2ab come from? I would rather ask you to go down the pictorial way. Or if you still find calculus to be abstract, I think visualization can be a great key to decipher information. That one ripple present over here is actually ds by dt, rate of change of surface area of a circle with respect to time. Can you believe that? Moving on, the topics that I'm going to be discussing now can very well be your PhD topics. So I'm going to be sticking to the very, very basics of it. Radhanath Sikdar, how an Indian Bengali mathematician used spherical trigonometry and some of his own methods to predict the exact height of Mount Everest. This was way before satellites were even invented. Or RMS Titanic. You know, this iconic ship was supposed to sail from Liverpool in England to New York in America and was expected to do the journey, to cover the journey in 137 hours. Then comes this modern marvel, the Concorde, based more on math and less on computers because this was invented way back in the 1970s. This would cross the Atlantic, the same distance, in 3.5 hours. That's almost equal to the running time of the movie Titanic. That's what math is capable of. And if you introduce your kids to these kind of math, the power of math, not that I buy 40 oranges and you buy 15, how many have we bought together? I mean, or getting the answer as 400 kilos as the average weight of every kid in the class. So if you avoid those problems and stick to these, you are in for a revolution. What does innovation do exactly? Well, this is the journey of a teacher. You start, and the first thing that happens to you is that you fail. The moment you fail, you start to innovate based on the feedback that you're getting, based on what the students are interested in. The moment you start to innovate based on the challenges in the classroom, you have got the kids to love learning, not just math. And that definitely translates to the scores that you're going to see in your exams. Imagine this, kids who have never got math right in a decade, they start getting math right. What would that mean to that kid? And I'll tell you a quick crisis, that our country is facing. I think most of you would not be aware that there are kids. I had a 15-year-old kid in my class who did not even know how to write his own name in any language. Now just imagine that. So when these kids start to get things right, they become champions, this trophy-wala champions in their own eyes. What's special is that they know that they're champions in your eyes as well. That's when they start to open up with you. That's when they start to discuss their strengths, their aspirations, their worries, their moments of joy. As a teacher, you start helping your student. And in turn, this student-teacher combo starts to work wonders in the neighborhood. What happens when Reena Yadav becomes the first girl from her community to get a job and start working? Reena wants to have a big name in the hospitality industry. We decided that for that we would need Reena to work, get some work experience, and we decided to go down the part-time way. 30 hours of work with Reena, training her on aptitude, training her on interview questions, got Reena to crack the Starbucks interview exam with almost 100% aptitude score, becoming the first girl from her community to get a job and start working. Can I please have claps for Reena? Thank you. In the next 2 years, now this is the interesting part. In the next 2 years, Reena will be a graduate. She will have 2 years of work experience and a savings of 1 lakh rupees. Now, how many of us had 2 years of work experience and a savings of 1 lakh rupees when we graduated? Don't even look at me. So that's exactly Reena's success story, right? That's Reena's success story. How does it change the neighborhood? I would want you to pay attention to these numbers: 18, 23, 10, 15. Reena is currently 18 years old. She's working part-time, earning her graduation. In the next 5 years, I'm sure she's going to be very successful. At that point in time, Reena is going to be 23. A younger girl who stays in Reena's colony or community or neighborhood, who's 10 years old today, is going to be 15 years old 5 years from now. The entire narrative for that younger girl would have changed thanks to Reena's powerful story. The younger girl, this is one question that bothers me a lot, getting a girl married the moment she reaches the legal age. I hope not. So the younger girl in Reena's community would know that marriage is beautiful, but then probably not at 18, and certainly not at the cost of her career. What happens when Swapnali Nigre, she's a student leader, a climate activist, she goes to her village and discovers that no one has even heard of Greta, let alone her message. Yeah, that's Greta's expression on hearing this. We had a long discussion, and after a very, very long discussion, I remember, we had 2 conclusions. Conclusion number 1, climate change affects all, so we should all fight it out together. And the second one is, hear me out when I say this, some highly qualified people unfortunately believe that climate change is a hoax. Whereas there are people who can't even read and write, and they believe that they turn out to be heroes of our movement. For example, a young man from Assam who planted 104 acres of forest in 26 years that he spent. I call him young because I think 26 years is what his service lies in. The final conclusion was that irrespective of the qualifications, the message should reach everyone. The same weekend, I and Swapnali sat together for 5 straight hours, and we dubbed the iconic UN address, the entire UN address by Greta, in Marathi. With a vision to reach the remotest parts of the state, with a vision to build an awareness campaign around the same, Maharashtra, that is a home to 110 million people, with Mumbai as its capital. At this point, can we move the slides? Yeah, quick. Thank you. One more. Thank you. At this point, the students had started to believe that the role of a teacher, not me certainly, the role of a teacher was that of a rock star. And that's when Asmita Bhole comes up with this simple math and lot of wisdom idea. She points out these 2 numbers to me. Again, numbers. You can't escape them, I'm telling you. 23 is when you start working. 70 is when you usually retire. Now, Asmita cracks this simple math, saying that means 47 years of professional career. 23 to 70. And here's the wisdom part. Asmita asks me, of the 47 years that we have, can't we devote at least 1 or 2 years of our lives to teach and empower our own people? That's how I Am a Teenager, I Am a Teacher project was born. These teenagers are inspirational. They learn from each other, but then they do not copy. For example, Vaishnavi Kapse is a TikTok star. She has 4,000 followers on TikTok. I don't even have that many friends on Facebook. And she wants to use that app, you won't believe it, to create history and geography, short, engaging videos for students of grade 7th and 8th. Because her brother apparently studies in one of the grades. There's Vaibhavi Ahir. She loves children, and she wants to create a happy space for all kids across India. That's what she is aiming to do. There's Nitin Jaiswal. He's an ace sportsman. I'm sure whoever is good at sports would have heard this. Nitin is fed up of this one line. Padhoge, likhoge, banoge nawab, kheloge, kudoge, hoge kharab. I have no clue how did this even enter our system. But then, Nitin knows that that's absolutely not true. Nitin knows that studies and sports can go hand in hand and they are not mutually exclusive. Nitin wants to teach the younger kids, even younger kids, the same idea, the balancing act. Does the picture speak for itself? Well, Aftab Khairati is the greatest Shah Rukh Khan fan, and he has always confessed to me that, Bhaiya, I've always found entertainment missing out of most of my classes. I hope not math. And he wants to become a teacher, and he wants to become an entertainer. Now, my question to you is, if these teenagers can, why can't you? Remember, someone became a lawyer, someone became a doctor, someone became a poet, a teacher made them all. So now, if you are a lawyer, if you are a doctor, if you are a poet, why not spend some hours of your day or some years of your life to empower and to teach? Trust me, the role of a teacher is that of a superhero. My very good friend Spider-Man iconically said, with great power comes great responsibility. I think that applies to every single teacher around. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, injustice anywhere is threat to justice everywhere. I agree, and I want to be courageous enough to add, justice anywhere is hope and opportunity for justice everywhere. Become an educator, be an agent of change. As I told you, teachers don't just teach. Thank you so much.